Hello, I'm Richard Vobes. I'm a vlogger, a video blogger, and I'm out on a country walk. I made a video the other day where I came to the Angmering estate in the woodland looking for Jack Upperton's gibbet, and I was telling the story of how he tried to stop, well, he did stop the post, and for his troubles he was executed, and I went searching for the gibbet. Check that video out if you wish. Today I'm just out for another little stroll in the same sort of area, but in a different place. It is August 2017 as I record this, early August, and we don't seem to be having much luck with the weather at the moment. However, it's good to get out into the countryside, breathe in the fresh air and exercise those legs. And actually, if it is overcast as it is a bit today, it is a little windy, which is why I've come into the woods. It is perfect walking weather. If it's too hot, you are likely to find it that you get hotter and hotter. So that's why I quite like walking in the inclement climate. Not when it's raining badly, but when it's just cool. And if it is very hot, then going in the woods is another great place to go. I'm on a bridle path, and that means that horses are allowed down the path, and I have actually passed some horses just a few moments ago, or rather they passed me. And I'm just here on the South Downs in Sussex, close to Arundel, near a place called Burpham and Wepham. Unusual names. Burpham, which I'd like to go back and explore at some point, is an old burh that King Alfred had set up as a defensive ground. Burhs were about 15 miles apart on average, which was a day's march back then, and it meant it was a raised hill or a raised platform, so that you had the advantage over anybody who was coming to attack you. Back in the Saxon days, at the beginning really of when England became England. So I'm coming out here now into the Sussex downland, which is principally arable. There is a bit of livestock on the Sussex South Downs, mostly sheep, which is quite a big tradition. They seem to have harvested a lot of the crop. I always thought that August was a bit early for harvest. Let's see where we're going. Just checking, no public access down here. Please shut the gate up there. This must be the route through. So this is a bit awkward with a microphone and a camera, but we'll see how we do. Can't actually find how you open the gate. There we go. That was a slight struggle. Footpaths, I was going to say litter the UK. Footpaths weave around the UK. They are ancient, many of these footpaths, and they are open. You have the right to roam, and that's very important in this country. If you are a visitor from overseas and you want to come somewhere where you'll just have no end of walking in all sorts of different countryside, then come to Britain. These paths are everywhere. Now, the reason I couldn't go on the other path was I believe that is purely for horses. And you'll see behind me the track, and actually it weaves in front of me. Have a look at this. It weaves around, and horses from the estate, I assume, are exercised here, which is rather nice. The countryside is pretty lush. I'm coming out into the open now. It's a shame it's not a slightly nicer day. My walks, I like to think of these as walks and talks, where I can walk. Sometimes it's nice to be on your own in solitude when you walk, and other times it's nice to have somebody to walk with, because often walking is a time when you can talk to somebody and share things that perhaps you wouldn't ordinarily share in the hurly-burly of life. With your partner perhaps, or with a friend. You chat out your problems. I think there's some sort of connection about talking and the physical aspect of walking. And over the next few months I'm hoping to do a lot more of these walks where I talk to you, tell you about the things I'm doing, what I'm up to, perhaps some of the issues that I'm encountering, which I think is the nature of a vlog, where I can be open and honest and tell you about me. I record a podcast. It's called The Naked Englishman. I'm not actually naked when I record it. It's called The Naked Englishman because I used to do another podcast which was a much showy podcast, The Vobe Show. And I wanted a sort of behind the scenes version of the Vobe Show, a stripped down, natural, no thrills show. And I called it The Naked Englishman. It's been running for 10 years now, well over 10 years, 11, nearly 12. It was public, but now I've kept it private because some of the stuff that I talk about is not what I want to get out into the wider world. Some of it's very personal, some of it's quite dramatic, and some of it's pretty dull and boring. Let's be fair, you know, it's a man's life. In a way, it's a recorded version of Samuel Pepys. For 10 years I've kept this audio journal. If you'd like to listen to it, if you'd like to be a member of the small clan of Vobe supporters, I urge you to check out The Naked Englishman at nakedenglishman.co.uk. There's a small fee. It's not so much a fee, it's a donation. It's a way of supporting me. If you support me on Patreon, you'll automatically get the daily podcast, The Naked Englishman. So if you want something real and honest, then do check that out. I'm sorry, this has been a bit of an advertisement for The Naked Englishman. But I'll be frank with you, one needs a little financial support, even if it's $1 a month, just to keep these videos going and trying to improve all the time. Enough of that. Anyway, I urge you to get out and do some exercise and have fun in the countryside. And if you'd like to subscribe, do press the subscription button, press the bell notification button. You'll get notified every time I put a video up, and hopefully they will be different and amusing and interesting. And of course, give me a thumbs up, or if you have any comments, places you'd like me to go, things you'd like me to talk about, write them in the comment box below. And I thank you very much for watching this rather self-indulgent video today. So, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you and goodbye.